we start off with community news. Bronx District Attorney Daren Jaime held a peace walk and rally, speaking out against gun violence while highlighting neighborhoods seen as hot spots. Our BronxNet reporter Arlene Makoko follows along and brings us the story.
June is National Gun Violence Awareness Month, and Bronx District Attorney Daren Jaime, joined by the clergy, Cure Violence organizations, parents, and children, held a peace walk and rally to speak out against gun violence while highlighting neighborhoods seen as hotspots on Valentine Avenue, beginning at Slattery Park at 183rd Street to 194th Street.
Today we teamed up with Daren Jaime, Bronx District Attorney's Office, in regards to a peace walk.
Also there, community police officers joining Deputy Inspector Thomas Alps, commanding officer of the 52nd Precinct, and commanding officer of the 46th Precinct, Inspector Joseph Seminara. All there encouraging young people to connect with Cure Violence groups like Guns Down, Life Up, and Save Our Streets to share their grievances or help diffuse conflict. This comes as according to the latest Bronx figures from the NYPD, showing that there have been 215 shooting victims this year, up from 82 last year, and 187 shooting incidents compared to 77 last year.
I'm going to treat these shootings as if it was a homicide.
This a shift from the past.
Normally a shooting happened and we'll have to wait until somebody is arrested and then we do the work. We're going to do it as soon as it happens, to start gathering the evidence earlier in order to make our cases.
Among those there to offer support was this resident who signed up as a volunteer to further the cause. She shared her hopes that were echoed by many others here.
Most of these guns go to the street.
For more information on Guns Down, Life Up, based at Lincoln Hospital, go to gunsdownlifeup.org, and the website for Save Our Streets is courtinnovation.org. For BronxNet, this is Arlene Makoko.
And thank you, Arlene. We will stay in political news. Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer called to fund youth violence reduction programs. Our BronxNet reporter Darissa White brings us the story about these elected officials and their passion.
Shootings are up 73%, and violent crime is up 22%, according to statistics released by the NYPD this week. And these stats come on the heels of a fatal Memorial Day weekend in which a 15-year-old boy was shot and killed, and at least 12 others wounded by gunfire in the span of 6 hours.
And what we're learning is there are certain things that we never knew about that actually work and can reduce the chances of youth being killed, maimed, injured in violence. And that's what they've been doing here at Jacoby.
A new intervention program, Stand Up to Violence, or SUV, founded at Jacoby Hospital in the Bronx, is designed to help communities with high rates of gun violence respond to shootings or prevent them altogether by using resources such as mentorship, job opportunities, and education.
These same communities nationally are being ravaged by a rising wave of community violence.
Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer are backing the plan completely, asking Congress to provide nearly $400,000 in federal funds to the violence reduction program.
What would happen if we started looking at violence as a public health issue, and that we respond and make the nexus of treatment of violence the hospital?
One of the program's leaders, Kyan Reed, says mentorship completely changed his life around. And that's when he knew he wanted to help transform and save others.
I've lost a brother to the jail system due to gun violence. So this is my life work, this is my passion, to make sure I service my community in the proper way.
Most of the funding will be used to add a mental health service component, modeled after Chicago's Cure Violence program. And Kyan believes that adding more programs to underserved areas will help bring down violence.
Once they realize that it's not normal for these acts of violence to happen, then we can start to reprogram their minds and their ways and actions and possibly have them change their lives.
Other components of the program include using creative arts and music therapy. In Pelham Gardens, reporting for BronxNet, Darissa White.
And thank you, Darissa, and we will continue to follow that story and much more. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for our Bronx updates. Don't go anywhere. Open continues coming up right after this.